Statesville's movers and shakers. The Greater Statesville Chamber of Commerce is your essential partner. Join us for Chamber Chat, where we spotlight local success stories and discuss the issues that matter to our community. That's just the beginning. From networking events to advocacy work, the Chamber strengthens businesses of all sizes through meaningful connections and resources. The Greater Statesville Chamber of Commerce, building a stronger community through stronger businesses. Visit our website, statesvillechamber.org, or tune in to Chamber Chat the second and fourth Mondays at 9 a.m.
And that's what we have this morning. Nicole, good morning.
A little bit of chamber chat, a little bit of DSDC.
Good morning. Downtown Statesville. Nobody
tap.
knows what DSDC is.
I know, I forget it. It's a mashup. That's what I want to call it today. Today we're a mashup. Partners in crime.
So CSCDSDC something. Okay, fine. All right.
Okay. All right. That's what we'll do for a
So
Monday
you've got
morning
a
mashup.
whole big thing lined up for us today.
We do.
You and Liz.
Yeah.
Trouble.
It is.
Double trouble.
Outnumbered.
We've got well, we wanted to get together and start to talk about and share, the Friday After 5 Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5 concert series that's coming up this Friday.
Yes.
Right. So we've got some of our fantastic sponsors here. We've got our volunteer coordinator. We'll share a little bit about some of the music and the bands that we're having this season. Liz does a great job vetting all the music for us and trying to find somebody new, somebody different. Our goal is to not repeat bands. We want to give folks something new to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So she does a great job in finding us that music. And sometimes we're like, yeah. And sometimes we're like, all of what we've got.
I tell them I listen to so much junk. I save them from all the terrible music I have to listen to find the good stuff.
To find the good stuff.
I listen to a lot of good music too that I have to say no to. That's sad when I have to tell
Yeah.
people no.
Yeah, and it's about scheduling conflict or
Money.
financial, right? Costs a lot to bring some of these bands here, but
It does now, that's for sure.
We're pretty fortunate that we've got some fantastic sponsors that help us do that, and we've got a few that are going to come in and out all morning here. Well, from now till 10.
That's right.
Not all morning, but we've got Billy Hallows. He's the general manager over at Flo Honda in Statesville, here in Statesville. Flo has been a sponsor, a Friday After 5 sponsor for 3 years.
I think 3
at least.
Mm-hmm.
But Flo is a huge sponsor in general for the chamber and for Pumpkin Fest.
Yes.
And
They are a title sponsor for Pumpkin Fest. That's important to say.
Ooh,
Because
yes, it
title
is.
sponsor, yeah.
That's
there's
good.
A lot of fun things that they do in the community with us too. So thanks for being here with us, Billy.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
We also do some sponsorships with the Boys and Girls Club as well.
Very good
That's right.
organization.
That's right. And I'll probably post it later this week, just before the concert. They did a really their marketing team did a super little reel for us, just showing all the places that they touch in the Statesville area, Statesville community. I'll reshare that out because it's really cute.
We love Peyton, by the way.
You're in the very
I
end.
She's awesome.
I have to give.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Peyton
talking
does
over
this.
each other. I said we love Peyton.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have to give her a big shout out.
Big shout out. She's shown up. She and someone else from her team will cruise into Statesville Friday at about 3:30 with 2 cars and set them up and hang out with us, rain or shine, and then
And
load her
she's
back
just
up and head out. And she's been great to communicate with.
Yeah.
And just
from the beginning.
I
And
mean,
there was 2 events last year that got rained out.
Yes.
So we got to fix that this year.
Well, don't
Somehow.
look at the weather today. Don't look
Jay.
today because it doesn't look good right now. But
shush.
we don't predict weather on Mondays for Fridays.
That's
And look at
exactly right.
last week. Last week's
Exactly
weather
right.
prediction was crazy. It was
Yeah.
supposed to rain each and every day.
The Wine Walk weather forecast was the bane of my existence last week. And it was a wonderful, beautiful day. It was supposed to be terrible for delivering all week. It was supposed to be shut up, weatherman.
Yeah.
Joyous North Carolina weather we have.
Just close your eyes and it'll change.
Yeah.
That's right.
Billy, share with us a little bit about your experience with Flo and being at Flo Honda, and anything else you want to kind
Yeah,
of jump in
Thank
on.
you. So I've been with Flo actually 20 years.
Wow.
So almost half of my life.
He did sell my son his last car, this beautiful, beautiful green, dark green
That's
Ford
right.
Mustang. Beautiful.
That's
Really,
right.
what was the color though? I'm sure it just wasn't green.
No, it's this
It had to
beautiful
be-
dark green that when Owen first was searching this car out, he thought it was black. And then we get up on it and he's like, Mama, I think it's green. I said, I think you're right. He's like, I love
It
it.
has to have some exotic name though.
Yeah, like out of the crayon box.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'm not. We'll call it green for today. But
Flow green. We'll brand it
Yeah.
Flow green.
Oh, I like
Flow
that.
green.
Very nice.
Flow green.
Flow green.
So tell us about Flo and why it's important to you guys.
So Flo's first franchise was 1957 in downtown Winston-Salem. And all they sold was used cars. And they sold every used car was completely reconditioned and came with a warranty.
Wow.
So that was unheard of back
Yeah.
then. I mean, you can buy a car today somewhere and it may not have a warranty. So
Right.
So right away, Flo started out with just a sense of community, doing things that the other dealers weren't at that time, and really being a big part of the community. And we now have 54 dealerships that represent 25 different brands.
Wow.
In North Carolina and Virginia.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It really is.
And so it's a very large, we touch a lot of communities. And one of our C's, so we have 3 C's, right? Covenant, which is that we keep our promises to our customers.
Excellent.
Community, which is a group of people working towards a common good or common goal. And commitment. So the commitment part kind of ties in with what we're doing here, because we want to do good in every community that we do business in. And so I feel like a big part of what we do in this event that we're talking about that starts Friday, right? For the first one, is just a big part of that with Flo. So we're excited to be a part of it. And it's it's part of our brand and our commitment to our communities to be involved. And I love this event specifically because it's people coming together and outside, and it kind of marks the beginning of summer. It starts to feel like summer. So
Friday
we're
night
excited
street
about it.
party. Yep.
Yep.
We had one three seasons ago where the sound didn't work. We had the band, we had everything set up. The sound didn't work. Nobody left.
No one left.
That's
They
right.
they enjoyed.
We had a food truck playing music, just like it was great. So
Yeah.
it really was like a sense of community.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was really cool.
It made us realize that they just love being together.
Yeah.
So, but we really appreciate Flo and you guys being out there. When Peyton first approached us really with this idea of being more involved with the community, we felt that Flo, it was very important that they have a presence in Statesville, particularly, because you guys have 4 dealerships here, and she made us realize how important it was to you to make yourselves known as that you care more about cars.
Right. Yeah.
More than
we
cars.
gave Peyton.
Make that-
Right. We don't want to just sell cars in
Right.
the community. We want to be a part of the community, bringing people together and being part of that fabric that's woven together with the community. So
Yeah.
Peyton does a great job with that. Todd Harkins, as you
Yes.
all know, has been a big part of that and bringing us together on a lot of these events. And I really enjoy being involved in them.
Todd's
well,
been
we
there for
appreciate it.
50 years, I
Yeah.
think, something like that.
50 or
Long
60.
time.
Yeah.
So how many you have? 4,
So we
What are
have
your
4
different-
brands.
Right.
Yes. We have Flo Hyundai,
right?
Flo Honda, Flo Nissan, Flo Toyota.
Got it.
So that has grown. When I first came to Statesville to run the dealership in 2019, it was just Honda and Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've added Nissan and Hyundai in the past few years.
Very cool.
Yep.
I like that. And the second car that we ever had was a not a Civic. What's the big Honda?
The Pilot,
Accord.
The what?
the
Oh,
Pilot.
Accord. No,
No,
Accord.
Okay.
It was big back then. It's not anymore. everybody's got an SUV type thing going
Right.
on now. So, and it lasted forever.
You know,
I love
that's the
that.
thing about Honda as a brand is everybody that you run into either had an old Civic, when they were younger, or had an Accord, and they remember it being, a great car, reliable, that kind of thing. Because those are the brand characteristics of Honda
Yeah.
is reliability and longevity.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of people that have that same type of story when I meet them. That, oh, I had the Civic or I had an Accord, and
Yeah.
so it's nice to hear that.
But now you have every different kind of. And here's the thing: I'm going to just. Where do the names come from? The names for the cars. I mean, where? Just think about it.
Just think about it. Think about the
I
color for the
cannot-
names of the
I
cars.
cannot
I
answer
found it
that.
out. It's Guard Green.
That's
Guard
right.
Green.
Guard Green.
Guard
See?
Green Mustang.
I told you.
Names for the cars or the
Yeah.
colors?
No, the cars.
Oh,
Yeah, a Civic's fine, and Accord's fine. That's beautiful. But now they got Jink the Wadava, a 4-wheel
we
drive.
have letters now. CRV.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, right.
Billy, remember when I said that nobody would say anything dumber on this show than the host? There it
I do
was.
recall
I'm
that,
trying to
yeah.
help out.
There it was.
I'm trying to help. Okay, fine.
Well, I'm going to lead into so talking about community. Thank you for that, Billy, because community is huge for us, and we couldn't do it without our community. And we have Hannah Scott here today because she is our volunteer coordinator, and it takes a community of volunteers to help us put on this event, our Pumpkin Fest event. When we talk about the man hours that it takes to put on some of these events, whether it's wine walk or anything that we've got going on, it takes a full community and someone to help wrangle them. So thank you for
every
that,
concert.
Hannah.
Every concert is 50 volunteer hours. It's
Mhm.
and of course it's all at the same time, so it's not 50 people, but it is 50 volunteer hours. That is pregame, that is postgame, that is during the event, and so Hannah is the blessed soul that wrangles all of those volunteers, and we are blessed to have her. This will be your third year doing this, yeah. So she's a pro now.
That's what happens. You show up one time and you do a decent job, and next thing you know, you're in charge.
Yep.
Or sometimes you show up, do a decent job, and then don't show up next time and you're volunteered.
Oh,
Yeah. Voluntold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Having a time or two.
It's like
Not
Hannah
here,
really does a
though.
good job. And now you're a volunteer coordinator for Friday After 5, Pumpkin Fest, and Wine Walk, which we just finished, and I'm still
Wonderful.
recovering from.
Me too.
Yeah, we all are, I
You had a
believe.
much longer day than me, but my feet still hurt. So
Yeah.
here we are.
So,
Wow.
but yeah, so talk to us a little bit about your heart for volunteerism is huge,
Yes.
and where'd you get that?
I don't really know where it came from. So I will never forget one of the first conversations that I had with Shannon. When I was first learning about this community, and which I volunteered in high school. Like, that stuff was really important to me. I was a part of FFA. I went to North Iredell. I did a lot of those different things. And so I think it started. Maybe then I just saw that there were needs that needed to be met, right? There were things that needed to happen, and who better than a person who has nothing else but time on their hands to just do them, right? There we are. And so I think that's really where it started. But then one of the conversations I had with Shannon, whenever I first was starting to get involved with the chamber, is like, what needs are there? What can I do? How can I help? Where can I jump in? Doesn't have to be important. I don't have to be in charge, but how do I help? One of the biggest things was just showing up and volunteering.
Mhm.
And that's really where it started. And then I met this incredible community of people, have had opportunities to work with y'all, with the Boys and Girls Club, with the chamber, with the Boys and Girls Club. And so I think just showing up and getting started, and then the rewards that I get personally, and just getting to meet new people and see the smiles on people's faces, like, that's what matters. It's not about the recognition, even though I appreciate it. Thank you, which I get all the time. So I appreciate y'all. But it really is just about, getting to see the happiness, the community that comes together at Friday After 5, the happy people at Wine Walk who are still talking to me at the end of the day, those great things. So that's really where it started. And that's why my heart's in it, is just to watch our community grow and to give back.
Yeah, I
'Cause I'm
love
from
that.
here. So
Yeah, I love that. And Statesville, it does have a huge heart.
it
The
does.
community does have a huge heart for everything that happens here. And
Mhm.
from the chamber's perspective, we really just try to shine a light on all the good that's
Mhm.
happening. One of the things that we're going to do, we started this last year, was each concert will have a nonprofit that we're featuring just to help to bring awareness to that nonprofit. We've got an application out there if you're a nonprofit in the area and would like an opportunity to maybe show up to one of these concerts. Please fill out that application. We've got PFLAG out there coming out there this week, but the ability to just feature what's happening in the community is huge for us.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we need
And
that.
for those of you out there who said there's nothing to do in Statesville, you just haven't looked hard enough.
Mm.
Looked far enough, because I promise it's out there. It's always
That's
good things to do.
That's a
Absolutely.
fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah, and we do like celebrating our the folks that volunteer with us. So at the beginning of every kind of concert season
Mhm.
every year, we try to take advantage of the Volunteer Appreciation Week that happens in April, right? So we have a volunteer appreciation party happening tomorrow night. If you've volunteered with us or are interested in volunteering with us, you can go on the Chamber's website under the calendar of events, and there's a form there to just go ahead and RSVP, show up to that. We'd love to get to know you. We'd love to just get there and thank you.
And thank you, and tell you about opportunities that we have. Friday After 5 is a good one to start with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a fun one. It's an easy one. It's very social.
Mhm.
There's not a lot of training. Wine Walk has a lot of training.
But if you've been out and about in town and I've trapped you and talked to you about volunteering, I always tell you to start with Friday After 5.
Yeah.
So, maybe the face isn't familiar, but the voice might be, because I don't know you about volunteering out and about. But what Nicole's really saying is that the true party is at Volunteer Appreciation.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's where
Yes,
we
it
kick it off.
is.
Very
That's
good.
where we
and
kick it
and that
off.
is it's tomorrow. So if
Yeah.
you're gonna do
Wow.
it, you might want to go check that out today. So we very much love and appreciate our volunteers, and we have the best ones, I
So
have to
much
say.
fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. It's one of the things I always look forward to. Both for getting to spend time with y'all, getting to spend time with the community. It's awesome. So
We've
Thank
made some
you.
wonderful friends.
We appreciate you.
absolutely. Well, thank you.
We
I will
appreciate
say
you.
that I didn't realize until we started doing these events over the past few years how important the volunteers are behind the scenes. I mean, when you
Mhm.
go to the event, you see, everything
Mhm.
that is days worth of work. And so if you're out there thinking about volunteering, I encourage you to come out, because you can be a part of the community, and also I feel like it gives the volunteers a sense of purpose in the community.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we couldn't put these events on without them. So,
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you have to consider the Chamber of Commerce has 3 employees. DSTC has, I am a full-time employee. We have a part-time interim director couple. And then we have one part-time employee that works about 12 hours a week. So that's it.
that's not
That's
enough to do
it.
everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything else is volunteer work.
Yep.
So it's
Very
so
cool.
super important.
HRV, CRV,
Mhm.
FCEV.
Perusing your website.
Odyssey.
Way to go.
Then you have
All right.
pilot, passport, prologue,
We're going to reset, Billy.
PPP. Okay, go ahead.
Nope. What I was just gonna say is, so this Friday, our first concert, our band is Ashes and Arrows.
Yes.
We're gonna play a little bit of that music. Thank you again, Billy, for coming
They're
out.
from
Thank you for having me.
Asheville.
Thank you for having us.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited about this band.
Hey, here we go.
We're gonna do a quick little transition.
literally 2 months before he hit it big.
Billy Strings is
Yeah.
just this.
I know. Tired of hearing about him.
Yep.
We'll book him next.
Sure.
Look who we got. Look who's here.
I know.
Look,
That's right.
yeah, Carson's here. And Marin Tomlin,
Hey, everybody.
my
She looks
old
glad to
partner
be
in
here.
crime.
She looks so bright and shiny.
She ages backwards.
She
Oh.
does.
Really?
I like that. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Not you. I mean, you, Carson, you age wonderful.
Carson is just
He's a
young
gun.
and
He's a young
adorable.
gun. He's a young gun.
There's
Yeah,
no
he's-
aging happening.
I'm so excited that we have Carson here because we've got him now and I'm never letting go.
Oh my.
Like Carson's gonna be the new guy that we're keeping around forever.
I'm
That's
quite
right.
frightened, everybody.
So Carson's with Duncan Heating and Air, and they came on. They came on as an entertainment sponsor this year, and the reason we're excited
Nice.
for Carson is because he is excited
Yes.
to be a part of the community and help Duncan Heating and Air kind of get out there and have some visibility within the community. And we had just previously talked about the importance of our community and how much we enjoy what we do and how things kind of happen, but we can't do it without sponsors like Duncan Heating and Air and without sponsors like Allen Tate. So to have somebody young and excited, that's fantastic, because that also some part of our goal in the music that we bring too is we really think about who it is we're trying to attract, and we want to attract the younger community that's here in Statesville also.
It's a growing community.
Mhm.
It really is. I mean, people are we're growing anyway, but a lot of younger professionals are
Mhm.
moving to Statesville.
Well, and a lot of our young people who left and went away for a while
Are coming
coming
back.
back, and I've
yeah.
had the pleasure of helping them purchase homes back in the community. So it's really special.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh no, but I love
Your
that. 'cause
job
you
is
think
to
about
go
it.
circle.
It has come full
Oh.
circle.
Yeah, you think
Yeah.
about it. Those kids, they couldn't wait to graduate high
Yep.
school, go off to college, and kind of get out of Dodge, right?
Absolutely.
But now,
They see the
they
value.
see
Nicole and
Mhm.
I
And it's because
had-
of some of the things that are happening in downtown Statesville that they want to come back. So
Yeah.
they're excited about the community.
we had dinner last week and we're selling Statesville is what we're doing. We're not really to this gentleman that we're having dinner with, but that's what he wants to know. And he actually, it's a business dinner, but he's thinking about moving his young family here.
Mhm.
And as we're telling the story of Statesville, we can see it through younger people's eyes
Mhm.
and how much we just love our town. And I'm like, it really is truly a community, like where you go out and everybody you see and you run into somebody at the grocery
Yeah.
store and you do
Mhm.
those things. But Carson, let's let you talk about why you're here instead of telling you why you're here.
Well, that and what drew you to something like the Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5 concert series? I mean, there's a lot that goes into showing up for 5 concerts throughout the year. So, what was kind of your thoughts?
Well, I've been with Duncan Heating and Air for a couple months now, and when David came to me with this job, he wanted to get out into the community more. Duncan has earned its name from word of mouth ever since 1931, since they were first founded by Pee Wee Duncan, who he then bought it from in 1999, I believe. When he came to me with that, I thought of nothing better than things like the Wine Walk, like Friday After 5, like the Pumpkin Fest. Events that are just community outreach opportunities for us. We are trying to get more into the social media aspect of it, just show people that Duncan Heating and Air has been a part of Statesville since 1931, and we want to meet our customers. We want to meet new customers and show them that we're dedicated to this community. My marketing strategies so far have not been to really sell anything. It's been to teach. We have a newsletter right now that's out that I'm wanting people to subscribe to. It's going to have tips and tricks on how to keep your HVAC systems the healthiest all year long. When it gets hot, when it gets cold, and it's totally free. We don't want to be the people to call to ask for hundreds of dollars every time. We want you to be able to fix, a tiny issue, and then if you can't fix it, we will absolutely be there to help you.
Right, right. So visibility, getting out into the community. You said, Duncan's been around for almost 100 years now, coming up, 90 years. And so an opportunity like being a part of Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5, you then also become not just a phone call that somebody can make, but you're a face and a name behind,
A
solving
friend.
someone's
It's all
solving
about,
someone's
It's
problem.
all about relationships.
And a lot of
Yes.
people
Building
know David
relationships.
Miller, our
Mhm.
owner. A lot of people, when they think of HVAC, especially from my neck of the woods in North Iredell, they can't really think of anything but Duncan and David Miller. I mean, he's born and raised here, same as myself.
Yeah.
That's what Statesville thrives on.
Mhm.
That's why events like Friday After 5 are gold to
Yeah.
somebody like Duncan who is wanting to get into it.
Yeah. Well, I think Marin, she definitely hit the nail on the head there. It is about relationships and building relationships. And you can't build relationships unless you're out there meeting folks, showing them who you are, connecting with them. I know Marin does a great job of that. She does.
Well, I think our Allen Tate Real Estate loves where our office is located,
Mm-hmm.
right in downtown Statesville. And we are just committed to, being involved and giving back in anything that we can be a part of in the community, especially in downtown Statesville, is just critical for us. So, we know that thriving communities create thriving homes, and that starts with creating places where people want to live, work, and play. So,
Absolutely. And Allen Tate does participate in absolutely everything that happens in downtown Statesville. You guys are amazing, whether you are participating or volunteering.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, it's important, and it's about creating relationships with everyone in the community, and it's a great opportunity for us. So we appreciate it.
And they're so fun. I mean, they'll show up for as a group of them and be behind at the beer tent, collecting tokens and
it's a great
slinging
way
some
to
beers.
volunteer, to be out there, because we were able to set up for 2 concerts, which we love, but we also love volunteering at the event.
Yeah.
So it's a
and
it's a
you make
blast.
such connections. And I mean, how many people do you meet doing these events that are like, I'm from out of town, especially Roanoke. I'm from out of town. I want to move here. Oh,
Yeah.
hey,
We can help you.
can you show me a house?
Tell me more. Tell me
Yeah.
more. Right?
Yeah. It just, I can't tell you how much we value Allen Tate and just your involvement in downtown.
Well, and I see more and more people wanting to get involved just in the community. So
Yes.
volunteering. I mean, I know you had a great turnout for Wine Walk, and I think it'll just continue to grow.
I learned it from watching you.
Learn from
Well,
the
so
best.
as someone who started Friday After 5, we're going on how many years now?
I think you
17.
said 17.
17 years. I was trying to think this morning.
Wow.
It's really incredible to see it now from the other side, as a realtor and as a community member. And I just can't wait to get things kicked off this year. And it's very different to be on the other side of it, to be the volunteer versus the organizer. So hats off to you guys for all that you do.
Oh, thank
And
you.
there's not a single gray hair in your head. It's
I know,
amazing.
honey.
You're
I
just
can't
so
tell you who
flawless
helps me with
skin.
that.
And I don't see a ring, so you're not married.
No, not currently.
And so going to the Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5, you can meet women.
Okay.
Really?
Noted.
Okay, so I didn't warn you, Billy Buck. It tends to be Billy.
I just wanted to put it out there, Yeah.
You
so-
are. You're a doll. You're gonna meet lots of women. It's fine.
Does
It's
the shirt
fine.
help?
The shirt is banging. I'm telling you.
That is a great shirt, I got to tell you.
You could advertise for that. But
It's
are you
funny.
excited?
I am excited. It's funny talking about shirts. One thing that I had for Billy is we won a lot of T-shirts from this place back in the day. Me and my dad used to call in every day.
Your dad told me this the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah, we used to call
You're
in
gonna
every
love
day
this.
before work, and it got to the point. I'm pretty sure he did a bulk pickup order, and I think Mr. Billy had told him we're not allowed to call in anymore. They were giving T-shirts away.
Impossible
That's funny.
question.
Oh, yeah.
Disqualified.
Have that.
That's fun.
There
That's
you are.
Fun.
I
He
got all the
actually
T-shirts.
listened to your radio show, Billy.
It's a pretty amazing.
Yes.
You're the only two.
Oh my
No, his dad
gosh.
was telling me this the other night, and I said, "Oh my gosh, you have to tell Billy. He'll love that."
That's pretty good. I don't think our shirts would rival that, but we get close. That's pretty good.
Getting
Well,
close.
Well, you could throw a WAME on there.
Yeah, it could. Yes.
It'd be an
could
expensive giveaway.
It
I'll
could
just
be in one of
honest.
those where you have to put the glasses
You'd
on.
have to just buy it and have it embroidered with your logo. and
Right.
You
Mhm.
wear it.
Think
That's
you're
what I'm
right.
saying.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll
But
do
he's
it.
saying if it was a giveaway.
Well,
Beautiful.
speaking of
Okay.
that,
Yes.
we are one of the other things that we're going to be doing at Friday After 5 is because WAME is such a huge supporter of us and of this concert series. So we're going to be doing some live, what do we call it? Live feed, live radio.
Yeah.
Game.
Yeah. The sponsor support.
Sponsors of support from 5 to 6 p.m.
Yep.
down right on the street. So for Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5, all of our sponsors will have an opportunity to kind of come up and just check in and
Awesome.
share with the community what they've got going on at that moment and stuff.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
we're in
great.
between the food truck and the ice cream truck.
You're going to be
somewhere in
right
there.
after
Beside the
the
ice cream
right
truck.
after
Oh, okay.
Andrea's ice cream. That's right. And that's another wonderful thing about
We're not going to put you in
Our-
between two generators, Billy.
Okay,
Piedmont
fine.
Healthcare Friday After 5 concert series. Something else that we changing this year is we're going to have 2 different food trucks, and we'll always have Andrea's ice cream. So at the May 2nd, we're going to have Waffle Chick and Embercraft. Come hungry.
Craft Fusion.
Come
barbecue.
hungry.
Mm,
I haven't
very
heard
good.
of those yet.
Yes.
We'll have to check that one out.
Yes.
Yes.
All
It's
right.
really
Really
good.
good. Does Ron got some music geek?
We do. We have
geared up for
Thomas.
us? Yeah.
Yes,
Thomas
Thomas
Road
Road
Band.
Band from
So
Myrtle
June
Beach.
6th, Thomas Road
Country.
Band.
This is like 90s
Mhm.
country.
Thanks,
All
you
right.
guys, for coming on. I'll
Yeah.
see you
Thanks for
this,
having
We
us.
look forward
this
to
summer.
seeing everyone Friday
Friday.
night.
Woo!
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
Excited.
crossed. That's right.
Six packs of shiners, 99 cents, this ain't louder. Lucky strikes in a fifth of the song. I stand there in the blue cooler, taking gas that off the door. I can feel a good one coming on. Going real wild and hover, sing along with the redneck mother. In the blues I had before gone. The word the week is over. No chance to stay sober. Feel a good one coming on. Gonna get the feeling right. Gonna keep this party right till the break of dawn. Feel a good one coming on. Runs in a ragtop Mustang. Probably gonna stay till the late in. I didn't have to think about that too long. Still looking through my jam picture. Got my finger in your sister. Good one. Gonna get the feeling right. Gonna keep this party right till the break of dawn. Feel a good one. Feel like a good one. Feel a good one coming on.
Okay, that's the Thomas Road Band. Going to be one of our great bands at the Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5. You booked them.
They're from Myrtle Beach. I like them.
Oh, already.
They have a big following out there, so they came highly recommended, and I was very, very happy when they had our dates free.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, Nicole is texting.
I'm not.
She's that way. You are.
I'm present.
Well, yeah, but you're even texting. You're present.
Yes.
You're
She
that
is
way.
the best multitasker I've ever known in my entire life.
It is
But I
pretty
like to be
amazing.
present.
She's a superwoman.
No.
That's it.
I'm efficient.
That's
I'm
why
efficient.
because my wife calls me sufficient.
That could be a compliment.
Yeah,
That could be a
it could
compliment.
be.
That rates in my top 10 favorite Billy Buck sayings ever.
I'm sufficient.
That was great,
Oh.
Billy.
It's like I had an old program director would say, "I heard your last show." It was like, "You heard my last show, or you heard my last show?" You're just like, okay.
Yikes.
So who do we have on now?
Well, I really appreciate you being so flexible with us today because we're kind of throwing things at you left and right. So
I'm adaptable.
we've got like I mentioned, we have our Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5 sponsors here. Well, this is our title sponsor, Piedmont Healthcare, Jeff Smith.
Drum roll.
You need that button,
I know we need a dun
Oh,
dun dun.
right?
I
Yeah.
do need that
Do you have a
big one,
button?
but we'll have the official applause.
There we go. Thank you.
I already have a complaint.
What?
Yikes.
I can't talk to you and not sit over there.
Oh, this is
Am I in your
true.
chair?
That's
Yes.
the
Yes.
truth.
No. It's fine.
He'll do fine.
It's fine.
Noted.
I'll let Riley
I was
talk.
not prepped properly.
And,
Riley.
And Riley.
Sorry, we just
Antonoc.
kinda dropped in.
Right.
Yep. Hello.
Well,
There she
thank
is.
you so much for dropping in. We really appreciate you guys being here. And we appreciate you also just being that title sponsor and every year seeing the value of supporting this concert series and
17 years.
17
Mhm.
years. Piedmont Healthcare, Friday
Holy
After 5,
moly.
17 years. That's some commitment to the community. So thank you very much. Share with us a little bit about, why a concert series like this would be a place where you put your time, energy, and money.
She's looking
She's
at
looking
you.
at me.
Yes.
I was going to say too, but I wanted you to.
You really
kick us
shouldn't
off.
do that on the radio. Well, and I think, we have somebody from Randy Marion here, and I think we share the same value that you have to give back to the communities that you work in. It is so incredibly important that people have a place to come together, to have good fellowship, and just have a good time. I mean, life is hard enough, and we believe that Friday After 5 has provided that for the people of Statesville for so many years. We think it's a great event, and we just continue to watch it grow, and we're just happy to be a small part of it. What do you think?
Well, I was trying to tie why would healthcare want to support a concert series in a town? And to be honest, it all comes back to us being physician owned, and just the fact that our physicians are local, they're from the area, their kids are in the same schools as your kid. Like we're all just in this organization and in the community together. So you'll come to our booth and you'll see our physicians at the booth. So we're there enjoying the series just like everyone else is.
I love that.
I thought it was going to be because it's really dang hot and we have to have physicians on site
in case.
just in case.
Just in case.
It's never been an issue. Knock on wood.
Never been an
it's
issue.
also great because of the stuff you have. You have those little fans to give you
Mhm.
that, and the little cup holders, and just all that good stuff.
All that good stuff that
That's
you have.
what I like.
Yeah.
That's all Riley. She finds that stuff.
Gotta have the goodies.
Of course, now the tariffs are killing us. So we can't-
Oh, no.
Just saying.
I wonder,
Bulk order early.
Jeff, how many Friday After 5 tokens do you have hidden in a drawer in your house?
It's funny you say that. I was away last week, and before I left, I was putting some things in my bedside table, and I'm like, there's a Friday After 5 token. And there's another one. I actually use them to mark my golf ball.
Oh, pro tip right
So
there.
that's
Pro
really
tip.
all with. That's
so-
right.
So when-
Think of all the free
when-
beverages you're
But
going
when
to
I'm
have.
retired and people don't know who I am, they'll be like, how does that guy get free tokens?
Yeah.
That's
You
hilarious.
should be passing them out to your golf buddies saying,
I
hey,
know.
come
Come on
on down to Friday
down.
After 5.
Mhm.
That's great.
Yeah, and we have Aaron Rusa here from Randy Marion, Ford local. Yep, Ford and Lincoln store right in town, and they have been a sponsor for several years.
A long time sponsor.
Last year, they brought down this mobile service van and had that available for people to learn more about just the mobile service. That's just one tiny aspect of everything that you guys do. So that was really cool.
Yeah, we're working really hard to bring awareness to our mobile service team. We have a group of guys that go out to people's homes and offices to do light maintenance or light repairs and maintenance. And so that keeps folks from having to come and wait at the dealership or make arrangements for drop off. So we do it free of charge. That's at no additional charge, and we can do it for most makes and models. So we definitely want to make that aware to everybody. It's a great convenience.
That's fantastic. But I mean, your Lincoln store, it's gorgeous. So who wouldn't want to just
have
come
to
on
get dressed.
down and have a
I have to put on a tie and coat to go into the Lincoln.
No, you do not.
It's
But I do.
very
have-
nice.
It is very nice. We have a fancy coffee machine, and there's a little waterfall there. So I have to say, it's pretty cool to go into work every day and hear the waterfall. And sometimes
Nice.
folks will play the piano. So I'm a lucky gal.
See,
Yeah, you are. You are.
Piedmont Healthcare has no waterfall.
nor do you have a piano. You need to get one.
No, that was
Randy Marion.
So tell us a bit about why it's important to Randy Marion, because you guys have been big supporters to us for a long time, and not just Friday After 5, but Pumpkin Fest as well. And
Right.
I'm sure you support other things, but for me, of course, downtown is my life. So
Of course, yeah. Well, I mean, we're very fortunate. Our dealership specifically feels very fortunate to call Statesville home, and that event does such a beautiful job of just showcasing our community. So, I mean, we love it. It's just fun. It's that simple. And you gals do an incredible job. I mean, I can't say enough about what you all do. So thank you for providing this to the community. And we're just lucky to be a part of it.
Aw, thank you.
I know.
Just
Give
doing
us
my
more money,
job.
we'll do better.
Oh my. Oh
well,
my.
We'll do more.
We don't cry on Tuesdays.
That's right. It never
It's
happens.
Monday. It's not even
But he's
Tuesday
on
yet.
Tuesday.
I know.
That's what he's saying. Oh, that's too funny.
I don't like doing the show on Mondays, Billy.
I'm sorry. You have
Why?
this right. It's
I
because of
hate
your
Mondays.
weekend.
I'm a Garfield.
If
Oh,
you,
come on.
if you
Let's
would
get the
like
week started.
calm down on the weekend.
It was a raging weekend.
I was gonna say, are you recovering from Cornwall?
But I slowly. Last night about 8:30, I woke up like 11 last night, and at 8:30, I had a text from her that said, "Are you alive?"
I said, girl, you alive? I'm making notes and trying
She's
to check
sending me all this
in.
stuff for the radio show. I'm sleeping.
I'm trusting. I'm trusting she's alive. And
We knew
trusting
we
my
had
notes
great
are
guests
fine.
coming. It's
I
easy to do a radio
know.
show when you have fabulous guests.
It is.
I was going to ask though, how long have you been with Randy Marion?
I have been there. I just got asked that, and honestly, I can't say for sure, but I think it's been 9 or 10 years now. So yeah,
A long time.
How long in Statesville at the Lincoln dealer?
that's where I started.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
so
it?
I've been with Ryan Scott there for 9-10 years.
Yeah, Ryan bailed on us today.
Yeah, that's how I
Just
landed
saying.
there.
Ryan, if you're listening,
He
Oh, he's listening.
He does. I had to
And
invite him over, and he would be like, "Oh, you don't want me over there."
he cuts those commercials like nothing. Does he call those in?
No, I go to him.
Wow.
Now,
We are not afraid to throw people under the bus. I'm just
I
saying.
was gonna say.
This is my favorite segment ever.
I know, right?
It's when I stand up, I come up to his belt buckle. It's the thing with Ryan, and he does those commercials, poof, just off the top of his head. There's no copy, just rolls right through it, and usually the first take.
That's
so anyway,
incredible.
it was
That's
pretty.
a gift.
It's pretty amazing.
That's a gift.
Well, he
Um,
knows his product.
That's right.
One of the things that I wanted to share with you as sponsors this year, we have negotiated with a new downtown business
What?
some VIP access.
Oh,
for
we haven't
you.
rolled that out yet.
this
Well,
sounds
I'm happy to
exciting.
share. So, the Essence on Broad is this beautiful event space just within our footprint for the concert series. And we've negotiated with them to have access to their space for our sponsors to go in and use the restroom, go in and just get cool. We'll stock it with some water and some drinks and stuff, just a place for your team to kind of step out of.
So almost 1,300 Piedmont employees will be in that space.
Well, yes, but they'll have to flush.
There is a fire marshal
75 at a
occupancy.
time.
Thank you. That's great.
Isn't there? I mean, that's just and she was so excited to be able to somehow find a way to be a part of Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5. And we're like, listen, this is something that we'd love to be able to offer to our sponsors. We wanted to be able to thank them. So not only are you getting some wonderful beverage tokens, right?
You have air conditioning and a bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although we will thank Republic Services for the Porta Johns that will be delivered each and every concert. They are doing a wonderful job and a wonderful in-kind service for us. So thank you. Yes.
That's very nice.
But you
And
will have
But you'll
indoor
have
air conditioned bathrooms.
Indoor plumbing.
And it is a beautiful space. So we want to be able to help Maria show that space off for your corporate events and
Mhm.
private parties and get-togethers and baby showers, and it's a beautiful space downtown that we get to showcase
Yeah.
while giving an extra incentive to our sponsors this year.
Yeah.
So
And the
Very
footprint
nice.
of Friday After 5 has expanded. This
it
year.
is extended.
Correct. Yep, we're backing it up a little bit. If you recall, when we had we first did this when we
Danny
had
Carr.
Danny Carr, we had to back it up because we knew the community was going to pour out to support her,
Mm.
and they sure did. And so this year, it also gives us the ability to kind of back up the sponsor booths, so there's a little bit more room between sponsors and the stage and the music and dancing.
The food will be back a little
Yep.
farther because the generators are a little loud
Mhm.
and the lines, and we almost felt like that the lines and the people that were watching the show were just right on top of each other. So we're gonna have a little
That's
more
true.
separation this year.
Yeah.
Where
That's
we're
cool.
growing.
So
Yeah.
it'll be a little further down toward Amore Cafe.
Pasta Amore, yeah, we'll
Amore.
be
It is no longer
blocking-
pasta amore.
We'll
but
be
yes.
blocking
sorry, yes.
Kelly Street, so you won't be able to come down to Kelly
So
Street.
can't make that turn.
Folks will
Okay.
have to
That's
use
be
the
okay.
Payne parking
rerouted
lot.
through
That's
Payne
okay.
parking lot. But there'll be signs.
Parking is a pain.
Hmm.
PAYN.
Oh,
that's
I
a
got
good
what you're
one.
doing there.
A plug right there.
Okay, fine. He's
Hey, that'd be a great sponsor opportunity, Dr. Payne.
It's all about that, I guess.
Well, I do want to mention some in-kind thank yous. Of course, WAME, we appreciate you. Home Run, Iredell Free News, City of Statesville, Soundcheck Live, Mitchell Community College, and I mentioned Republic Services. They all help to provide some ancillary services that help this concert just run smoothly. Think of all the ice that we go through.
Yeah. I gave old Josh a call the other day. Hey, we're coming for ice, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
And then we do have some other paid sponsorships that are not able to be here with us today that we want to give a little shout out to as well. That does Southern Oncology Specialist, Bobcat.
Yes.
Doosan Bobcat.
Doosan
Mhm.
Bobcat. Thank you, Denzo. MBA Roofing. Our Gregory, Matt was here. We should have just kept
Oh,
him.
I know.
dang.
Kawani, Aether Heating and Air, and Centralina Realty.
Yep, you'll be able to see all of those folks at some point during the Piedmont Healthcare concert season. They'll have vendor booths out, sponsor booths out. So come on down and chat with them.
Yeah. So guys, come on out Friday. Like I said, do not look at the weather yet. We will make that call when we have to make that call. We hate making that call, don't we, Jeff?
Yes, we do.
It's an awful thing to have to do, but it has to be done. We have 2 rain dates, so this early in the season we are in good shape. If we have to cancel it, we will reschedule that later in the season.
We've got June
hopefully-
and August rain dates.
Hopefully we will be able to get the same bands. That's
Why don't you want to look at the weather? I'm looking at the weather.
Don't look at the weather, Jeff.
It's so
Don't look
far
at it.
away.
It's too
Um,
far. Too
it's-
far.
It's Chamber of Commerce weather. It's always beautiful.
It's always sunny.
In a nice, what do you call that setting, with the big college in the background
Right?
and the big oak trees and the Gothic church over here, and then that lady who doesn't let us park in her parking lot. on the other side.
Stop that.
Okay, fine.
Stop.
But-
You asked her just recently if you could, and she said yes.
Well, yes.
It's different. It's a different she now.
Oh,
The
So
mean
anyway.
lady's gone.
okay, fine.
Anywho,
We can park at Mitchell Community College. They are wonderful partners
Yes,
with
they
us,
are.
and you
Yes.
can park at Mitchell every time as long as they don't have an
and
event
there's
there.
plenty of parking downtown. There really is. Downtown Statesville has plenty of public parking.
We have
available.
9.
And if we have gorgeous weather like we're planning, you're going to want to be out and about walking, not just to visiting the concert series, but
All the
the
businesses
wonderful
and the
businesses and shops.
restaurants and all the. It's
Always
a beautiful,
open.
walkable downtown.
It is. That's gorgeous.
So we will be
All right.
we'll be set up and ready to go at 5 o'clock. The band will start at 6, and come
One
on
more
out.
quick shout out. We've got a fantastic social media person that's going to be sharing all the great photos
Shout
and
out to
information.
Ashley.
Yeah, for our sponsors and for the
Oh.
band. They're coming up. So yeah.
Very cool.
Just follow us. Make sure to follow Friday After 5.
Follow Downtown Statesville. Follow
Mhm.
Chamber of Commerce. We will be sharing all things. In the city of Statesville, we have to just say thank you to the city of Statesville. We couldn't do it without them as well. They do our barricades for us. They our police officers. We just have to give them a shout out as well.
Absolutely.
So if you want to find out the dates and the bands for Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5, it does have its own website.
Ron, QR
QR
codes
codes.
on the top right of your screen on Facebook.
On Facebook. And we'll also we've recorded this and we'll share this on the chamber website.
When Ron remembers to email it to me, which is usually about 5 to 7 business days after the.
Hey, I like this service. Don't mess it up.
That's it. Yeah, there you are. There's your QR code.
There's your QR code.
You guys are fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you so much, Piedmont Healthcare, for all your support. Truly appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Randy Marion. Gosh, I can't wait to just have you guys come down there.
I'm
and,
going by
I
the
think we're
Lincoln
gonna do-
dealership
I
after
know,
this.
right?
Please do. We
I might have got to go to the office today.
Thank y'all so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I'll be here.
No
That's a-
crying on Tuesdays.
That's a
No crying
warning.
on
That's exactly
That's our
right.
slogan.
It's
Get a t-shirt.
it's 2 minutes after 10 o'clock.